Morning, namaste. We're going to continue to work with the idea of Jyotishmati, which means full of light, but also look at the rest of the sutra from which that comes, which is 136. It says viśoka-va Jyotishmati. It is actually part of a list of suggestions of things that you could focus on to calm the mind. However, as a standalone, it means you always have the possibility of focusing on the place, the internal place that is full of light and free from sorrow. Viśoka, free from sorrow, and Jyotishmati, full of light. Those are not two different ideas. They're actually two different descriptions of the same place. If it's full of light, there's no space for the sorrow. So viśoka, no sorrow. Jyotish, full of light. And this is a place that is ever present, in fact. We often, probably most often, most of us are not in touch with that feeling that comes with contact. Every now and then we get a glimpse of feeling full of light or free from sorrow. Often we're on some kind of spectrum where we feel a little sorrow or a lot of sorrow, or a little light or a lot of light, but nevertheless, it's a place that's always there, and in fact always available if we can get ourselves there. So tomorrow I am going to get in my car and drive out to the Finger Lakes. Right at this very moment, if I look around me, there's nothing here that assures me that that place exists. However, I am totally convinced it exists. I've been there, I've seen it, and I don't think it disappears just because I'm not perceiving it right at the moment. Same thing with the viśoka-va Jyotishmati. It's always there. We're just not always moving in the right direction to get it. So the path towards that Jyotishmati, we need to head in that direction. If I get in my car and go south tomorrow instead of west, I'm not getting where I'm going. But when we take efforts that lead in the direction, in this case of the place that's full of light, free of sorrow, we'll get there eventually if we know that point where we're heading and we go in that direction. So hopefully this practice will help you to orient in that direction this morning. The yoga practice, of course, is the path that we're taking towards that destination. It's not the only possible route, for sure. There's a saying in India, the paths are many, but the truth is one. So there are a lot of ways to get there, and you do what works. Yoga generally is the path that works for me, so that's why I'm taking it. But tomorrow, if I take Route 88 or the Thruway or Route 20, I still know where I'm going and I can still get there. So here we are taking a path, one particular path this morning, towards that place that is viśoka, free of sorrow, and Jyotishmati, full of light. And here's the sutra to start the practice with. Viśoka-va Jyotishmati. Nice, short little sutra, very beautiful actually. This could certainly be used as a mantra. So you're going to hear it throughout the practice today. And if it enters your mind in the level that you can remember it, yeah, good mantra. Okay, we will start standing on the knees. I'm going to take single sweeping arms Vajrasana to begin with. So let's start with the hands placed behind the back. This will begin to lift and open the chest. Remember that the location of the place that is free from sorrow, full of light, is a non-physical spot within the physical body at the heart center. So be aware of your heart center as we begin. We'll just do one arm at a time to start with. We'll begin with an inhale, taking the left arm out to the side and up, and lifting and opening the chest. And then with the exhale, bend forward, bring that left hand behind the back and look over to the right as you fold down. And then with the inhale, take the right arm out to the side and stand up tall, lifting and opening the chest. And exhale, lower down, bringing the right hand to the back and looking over to the left. Again with the left arm, inhale, left arm out and up, lift and open. And exhale, fold down, bringing the hand to the back and turning the face to the right. Inhale, right arm and lift, open. Exhale and come forward, bringing the hand to the back and look to the left. We're going to do one more set like that. Inhale, left arm out and up as we stand tall on the knees, opening the front of the body. Exhale, hold down, bring the hand to the back, look over to the right. And inhale, right arm out and up, stand tall. And exhale, fold down. Now we're going to take both arms. Inhale, raise the arms wide, stand up tall, open the heart center. And exhale, fold down. Bring the hands to the back. You can keep your head in the center now. And let's do that again. Inhale, arms out, chest lifted and open. And exhale, fold down. Hands to the back. Last time, lifting up on the inhale. And on this final exhale, simply lower your arms down to the sides. And then relax the breath. Prepare yourself to come up into a standing position. As you're ready, we'll come to Samastiti at the back of the mat. Take a moment to let the fingertips rest at the base of the sternum, bringing the awareness to the heart center as I chant the Sutra again. Viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. Viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. Viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. The inner reality, which is free from sorrow, full of light. We'll bring the arms down to the sides. We're moving into a version of Tadasana. In this particular version, the heels don't actually lift off the floor. We're simply shifting the weight forward onto the balls of the feet and then doing quite a pronounced back bend with our arms lifted. Although we're bending the spine back, we're going to keep the chin down as we do that. So 6 repetitions of the Tadasana variation. With the gaze fixed on one point, as you inhale, take your arms forward enough, shift the weight onto the balls of the feet, and lift and open the chest, arcing the body back. And with the exhale, draw the belly in, lower the arms down, and resettle the feet evenly front to back, returning into Samastiti. Again, inhale, take the arms forward and up, let your weight move onto the balls of the feet, lift and open the chest. Remember to keep your chin down and your gaze fixed on one point as you bend back and hug the belly with your exhale. Lower the arms and bring the weight steady front to back. Again, inhale, sweep the arms forward, Draw the weight onto the balls of the feet. And open the chest, moving into a back bend. Hug the belly with the exhale. Lower the arms. Recenter your weight front to back. Returning to Samastiti. Let's do that 3 more times, please. When you're done, you relax directly into Samastiti, allowing the breath to relax, feeling the steadiness and the ease in the body. Feel the awareness of the front of the body. Now we're going to go into Uttanasana, forward bend. We'll do 6 repetitions and then stay for 6 breaths. Keeping the breath very smooth, lengthened but not strained throughout. With the inhale, take the arms forward and up. Remember to keep the chin down. With the exhale, we're going to fold down. Legs are comfortably straight, although you may want to soften your knees just a little bit after all that back bending. And then with the inhale, take the arms up around the ears, open the chest, come all the way up to the top. And with your exhale, lower the arms down to the front. We'll do 5 more repetitions. Inhale, arms float forward and up. Gaze is steady. Breath is long and smooth. Exhale, hug the belly, bend down. Release down into that forward bend. Head heavy, arms dangling. And inhale, float the arms up around the ears as you come to the top. And draw the belly to the spine as you exhale and lower the arms down the front. Again, inhale, arms float forward and up. Palms are facing each other. Chin stays down as the chest opens. Draw the belly in and fold down. Legs comfortably straight. Please keep your weight balanced front to back. Try not to shift back into your heels. And inhale, float up to the top again. Exhale, draw the arms down the front. We'll do that 3 more times. On that 3rd one, the final repetition will stay. So do that 3 more times on your own, please. This last repetition will lead into 6 breaths of stay. After you've established your forward bent position, Release into the pose and stay for 6 breaths, please, drawing the attention inward. The path towards finding that place of light that's free from sorrow is a path of going inward. It's a path of release. Allow yourself to release into the physical position. When you're done with your 6 breaths in the forward bend, float up to the top on an inhale. Lower the arms down the front with the exhale. Relax into Samastiti. If that light is always there, and we're not always aware of it, something or some things are obscuring it. The things that obscure are the kleshas, our attachments, our ego, our aversions, our fear, clinging. It's our habits that bring us to a conditioned response rather than a spontaneous interpretation. All those things that fog the lens or dirty the lens are what we're working to clean up with the yoga practice. Once again, attention at the heart center. You can use your fingertips at the base of the sternum if you like. And please listen to the sutra. Or if you know it at this point, feel free to chant it aloud with me. Viśoka-va Jyotishmati. Viśoka-va Jyotishmati. Viśoka-va Jyotishmati. We're going to move into a wide-legged position for the triangle, Trikonasana. Again, here we're going to work with 6 repetitions and 6 breaths of stay. Please be aware of the heart center the whole time. As we do our side bend, we want the heart to be open, facing forward the whole time. So begin by steadying the pelvis, keeping the hips as they are. Roll the left leg out in the socket towards 90 degrees. So please don't turn your belly button or rotate your pelvis. Just rotate the leg. Heart center is still straight forward. With inhale, take the arms out wide, shoulder height with the palms up, chest is open. And with exhale, we're bending down to the left leg. Left hand to the left leg, keeping the heart open to the wall in front of you. Then with inhale, we lift back up, arms wide, chest lifted and open. Exhale, arms lower down to the sides. And we do that 5 more times. Inhale, arms wide, chest open. See if you can keep the shoulders soft even though you're lifting the arms. Exhale, hug from the belly and bend down to the left. With your inhale, bring yourself back up to the top, open the chest, and exhale, arms come down to the sides. Check in with the left leg, make sure it's still rotated, rolling towards the wall behind you. Inhale, arms wide, palms up. Hug the belly and exhale, side bend to the left, left hand to left leg. You're still rolling the leg out in the socket. You should feel some engagement in the left buttock. And inhale, come up to the top. Exhale, hug the belly, lower the arms down. Let's do that 3 more times. This last repetition will lead into our stay. Draw the belly in with your exhale. Keep rolling the left leg out in the socket as you bend down to it. If you like, you can turn and look up at the right hand. Stay for 6 breaths. If it's too much to keep the head lifted, or the face turned, you can turn your head to the center. If it's too much to have the arm up, you can place your hand behind your back. Think of the chest being open, the heart spiraling towards the ceiling, the left leg rolling back, and the right hip pressing back. Try pulling your left kneecap up your left thigh. Breath stays smooth. It may get a little shorter in this pose, but please try to keep it nice and smooth and as long as possible. And when you're done with your 6 breaths, come up on an inhale. And bring the arms down with the exhale. Unrotate the left foot and step back into Samastiti. Relax, bring your attention back down to the heart center. Okay, we'll take the legs wide again. We're going to do the second side in the same way. With the hands on the hips, keeping the pelvis still, turn the right leg out in the socket. Chest is open to the wall in front of you throughout. Inhale, bring the arms up to shoulder height. Turn your palms up, that will help open the chest. And exhale, bend down to the right leg. And inhale, come back up. Arms wide. Exhale, bring the arms down to the sides, rolling the right leg out in the socket. Inhale, arms wide. Soften the shoulders as you open the arms. Exhale, right hand to the right leg, side bending, heart open to the wall in front of you. Inhale and lift back up. And draw the belly into the spine as you exhale, your arms down to the sides. Right leg rolling out in the socket, left hip pressing gently towards the wall behind you. Inhale, arms wide. And exhale, right hand to right leg side bend. And inhale, come up to the top. Exhale, lower the arms down. 3 more times. Inhale, imagine the breath going right to the heart center as the arms come up. And bend down with the exhale. Keeping your chest open. And float to the top with the inhale. Again, breathe directly into the heart center. Exhale, arms down. 2 more times, please. On this last repetition, we're leading into our stay. Again, if it's comfortable, you can turn and look up at your left hand. If you'd like to have the hand down behind your back, that's fine, and the face can be towards the front if that's better for the neck. 6 breaths here, rolling the right leg out in the socket, gently pressing your left hip towards the wall behind you. Breathing the breath directly to the heart center, breathing in and opening and expanding, supporting that openness in the chest with every breath. When you've had your 6 breaths, lift up to the top with the inhale. And exhale, bring the arms down. Relax the breath. Unrotate the right leg. And come to Samasthiti at the back of the mat. Relax the breath. So I will assume that you have had some glimpse, at least, of the state or the place or the awareness, the experience of having awareness of that light. However, even if you haven't, you can still believe that it's there. Right at the moment, my kids happen to be in Fiji, which is really unimaginable to me. It's so far away. I've certainly never been there. I have no proof that it's there except that I've been told that it's there. I've heard stories about it. I've seen pictures. So I'm convinced that it's there, even though I've never experienced it myself. And this is the job of the mystics, the sages, the poets, the sacred texts, whichever ones speak to us. They tell us it is there, it is real, and that's called a reliable testimony. So even if you've never had that glimpse, you can still be totally convinced that there is this Jyotishmati, viśoka, a place that is in fact available internally to you all the time, that's free from sorrow, because it's full of light. That's full of light because it's free from sorrow. Six repetitions of Ardha Utkatasana. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. And as you exhale, bend at your knees and fold down, letting the hips come as low as it's comfortable to have them, relaxing the upper body. And then inhale, float the arms up, lift the chest, straighten your legs as you come to the top. Exhale, lower the arms down the front. Let's do that same thing 5 more times. Keep the breath smooth. Inhale, arms forward and up. Breathe your awareness to the heart center. And exhale, bend down. Just soften the whole upper body and feel that nice stretch in your lower back. Relax the neck and float to the top on the inhale. Keep the breath smooth as you lower the arms down the front. Again, inhale, arms forward and up. Chest is open, direct your breath to the heart center. Exhale and bend the knees, fold down. See if you can imagine that place that's full of light in the center of your being. Float up with the inhale. And bring the arms down the front with exhale. Please do that 3 more times on your own, keeping your awareness in the heart. As you rest the breath, again, fingertips to the heart center. Viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. We'll come down onto the back now. Lying on the back with the knees bent in preparation for Dvipada. Take a moment to allow the body to settle down into the floor, relaxing the breath. Releasing all holding in the body that you can, relax it into the floor. Let's prepare for 6 repetitions of Dvipadapidam. As we're lifting the hips, we don't want to have any support behind the head. So nothing behind the head for this particular posture. With the inhale, we'll take the hips to the ceiling and raise the arms up and back to the floor behind. And then with the exhale, bring the arms down, the hips down. Do that 5 more times, please. As you inhale and lift, be aware of the opening of the front of the body. Breastbone open, and exhale. Lower yourself back down, rolling through the spine, taking a nice slow descent as you move through the whole exhale to come down. Inhale, lift. Steady in the feet. Try to keep the knees and ankles in a line. And lower down with the exhale. Let's do that 3 more times, please. And when you're done, take a moment to relax. If you like, you can extend the legs straight out. If your back is asking for a stretch, please feel free to hug your knees in. Relaxing is an important way that we allow the impurities in the body to leave the body. Those impurities are the things that obscure our vision. Sometimes we can just set them down, let them go. We're going to go into a little inversion at the wall using a folded blanket, if you like, underneath the hips. Optional. It's a little bit more inversion effect, but you can use the blanket or not. Just find a space by the wall. And we're going to move rather close into it. The looser your hamstrings are, the closer you're going to want to get into the wall. And you can start by going sideways to it if you like. And then we're going to turn and place the feet on the wall with the knees bent to begin. And if there's not a wall convenient, often the back of a door is a good place to find empty wall space. You can also just prop your legs up on a chair or a bench. So if you want to use the blanket, we're going to exhale to raise the hips up and place the blanket underneath the pelvis so the top of the blanket's in line with the pelvic crest. And then let's extend the legs up the wall and settle here. We're going to take 12 breaths. I'd like you to draw your attention to the heart center and try using either the English or the Sanskrit mantra, repeating to yourself, full of light, free from sorrow, or viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. Let's do 12 breaths and use one of the mantras to steady the attention in the heart center. I'll count the breaths, so if that's too much to manage, just repeat the mantra and breathe. As you finish your next breath, you can relax the breathing. And then we'll release from this position by bending the knees and placing the feet against the wall. Again, use an exhale to raise your hips if you have the blanket underneath you, and settle the hips back down onto the floor. And then you can draw the knees into the chest and roll to your side to come up. And we're going to move into all fours position, coming onto hands and knees. And do 6 repetitions of Chakravakasana. With inhale, draw the breastbone forward, feeling the heart center open. And with the exhale, hug the belly in, neck and shoulders relax. You're very soft in the upper body, gently stretching the back. Just do that 5 more times on your own. And in the final repetition, you can stay in the child's pose for a moment, please. I'm going to slowly sit up here and do a seated twist. If you like, you're welcome to sit up on your blanket. We're going to begin with the left leg straight forward and the right foot cross to the outside of the left leg. Unless that's too tight, and in that case, put the right foot inside the left leg. Either way, left leg is straight out and the right knee is bent into the chest. Now, if you're very comfortable here and want to go a little more deeply into it, you can also bend at the left leg. But please only do that if you can firmly keep both sit bones down in that folded position. In either case, the action of the upper body is going to be the same. We're going to use the left arm to pull the right knee in towards the chest. Lengthen the tailbone down to the floor, both sit bones evenly onto the floor, and the crown of the head up to the ceiling. And then we're going to rotate, turn the chest all the way to the right. Right fingertips resting on the floor behind you without sinking back down into the hand. Stay and look over the right shoulder and take 6 breaths here. Directing the breath, the in-breath to the heart center. And with your exhale, you hug the belly in and twist just a fraction of a millimeter farther. 5 more breaths. Check that the chest is still open. Both sit bones evenly on the floor, crown of the head reaching up to the ceiling. Spiraling the whole spine to the right and looking as far over the right shoulder as possible. when you're done with those 6 breaths, we're going to inhale, unwind to the center, and then exhale, take a little counter pose, turning to the left, and then inhale, return to the center. We'll take a moment and bring both knees into the chest and rest the forehead down towards the knees, relaxing the neck, gently rounding the spine. And then sit up tall and straighten the right leg out in front of you. Cross the left foot over to the outside of the right leg, or leave it on the inside of the thigh if that's better for you. Both sit bones rooted down into the ground. If it's comfortable, you can bend the right knee, but again, make sure that both sit bones are down. That's more important than the position of the right leg. Both sit bones down, spine lifted. You're going to use your right arm to pull your left knee in towards your chest. As you pull in, see if you can sit a little taller. Crown of the head really reaching towards the ceiling. Left fingertips down on the floor behind you. And exhale, turn yourself as far to the left as you comfortably can, looking over the left shoulder, and stay for 6 breaths. Direct the inhale to the heart center. With the exhale, hug the knee a little closer and twist, maybe imperceptible, but just a little bit farther to the left with each exhale. When you finish the 6 breaths, you unwind on your inhale, and exhale, take a little counter pose, turning to the right, and then inhale, coming to the center. You're going to extend both legs straight out in front of you. This may mean that you want to sit up on something and or bend the knees a little. Be careful that you're not slouched back. You want to be sitting on your sit bones, not rock back onto the sacrum. So sit tall, prop underneath the knees if you like, prop underneath the hips if you like, and we're going to go into Paschimottanasana for 6 breaths. I want to accentuate the fact that this is not about, you don't want to be thinking about getting your head down towards your knees, but rather your breastbone towards your feet. So that you're lengthening your spine even when you're bending forward, not over-exaggerating that upper back rounding. So let's place the hands on the legs and gently press down into the legs as you lift the breastbone and inhale. And then on the exhale, we're just going to slide the hands down the legs as we fold forward. And again, think of the breastbone moving towards the feet. Bend your elbows so that you know that you're not plugging your shoulders around your ears. And we'll stay for 6 breaths. Long and smooth. The chest should be open enough that you can direct your inhale to the chest, even in the forward bend. And be sure that the neck and shoulders ease out with every exhale. Looking long along the whole line of the spine, long from the tailbone to the crown. And then releasing. It's fine if your knees are quite bent. I'd rather have the knees be quite bent with your chest resting on your thighs, like this, than have your back be overly curved. When we're done with the sixth breath, we're going to raise the arms as we come up out of the forward bend. So inhale, arms around the ears as you sit up tall with the back nice and tall. And then exhale, lower the arms down the front. And then we'll move on to the back with the knees drawn into the chest for Apanasana. One hand over each knee, shoulders relaxed, feet relaxed, face relaxed. Exhale and draw the thighs in close. This is the pose for reducing toxins in the body, reducing impurities. Inhale, float the knees away, gently opening the chest. Exhale, draw the navel towards the spine. Feel that engagement of the abdominal muscles compressing the low belly, and then hug the thighs in to increase that compression. And inhale, open the chest, soften the belly. Exhale again, hug the belly. Draw the thighs in close. Relax the feet. And inhale, gently expand the chest and soften the belly. Please do that 3 more times. And as you're ready, come on out into Shavasana, extending the legs out long on the mat. Taking your arms comfortably wide, turn the palms up. If you like, you can do the Shavasana with your fingertips resting on the heart center for more awareness there. Allowing the body to relax, the breath to flow at its own pace. Drawing the attention again and again inward to the heart center. That space, that experience, that state of Jyotishmati, the glow of the inner light. Viśoka, away from sorrow, no sorrow. Feel the body at rest. Hopefully many tensions have been released. Notice that state of ease. We'll move gradually out of the relaxation. Take an inhale and draw the breath down into the heart center. And again, relax completely with the exhale. And as you're ready, inhale the arms reaching up overhead and lengthening, filling the whole of your body. And as you're ready, draw the knees to the chest and roll to the right side. And with the help of your left hand, slowly sit yourself up. And please establish a comfortable seated position for some pranayama. Feeling the sit bones rooting down evenly into the support, the spine lifting tall through the crown. Dropping the chin down, relaxing the shoulders. Using a gentle ujjayi breath, we're going to repeat internally, mentally to ourselves, as the inhale moves in, repeat full of light, and then as the breath moves out, exhale, free from sorrow. Inhale, bringing the awareness to the heart center as the breath moves in and down, repeating mentally, full of light. And feeling the release of the exhale as you mentally repeat, free from sorrow. Inhale, full of light. And exhale, free from sorrow. Do 3 more breaths like that on your own. Lengthen the breath out to whatever is a good, comfortable, long breath. Take your time. When you finish those 3 breaths, keep the attention drawn inward. Relax the breathing. And chant the sutra again. You may just listen, or you can chant along internally, or you can chant aloud. In any case, the attention rests at the heart with the idea of that space being full of light, the possibility of being free from sorrow, to real reality. Viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati, viśoka-va, Jyotishmati. Bring the hands to the heart once again. Acknowledging this space, free from sorrow, full of light, always present, often obscured but accessible. Keep moving in that direction. Remember that even when you feel very dark and very full of sorrow, there is the choice, the option to place your attention instead on Jyotishmati, Vishoka. Namaste. Thank you. So this is the last practice for this year. There will be no classes next week, and we will begin again on January 4th. Of course, there are plenty of old classes. If you want to take a class, I hope that you will. I hope that you will continue your yoga practice in some kind of way. That's the path, that's the direction, the way that you get where you're going, if where you're hoping to get is into your heart, to a place that's full of light. May you head in that direction. Well, be well. Happy Christmas if you're celebrating. Blessed New Year. May we all be well, and I'll see you on January 4th. Okay, thank you so much.